Hello there, Sonny. Okay, so great work. Well done for taking action right in the essay. That's fantastic. And thanks for getting the essay correction. Let's have a look at your great essay. So, this is the era of international trade. Okay, we don't need the article there. Many countries adopt multinational selling and marketing techniques nowadays. Okay, countries or companies? That needs to be made crystal clear. For some nations, this trend can be obstructive, while for others it may be extrusive. No, obstructive is the wrong word there. It might be intrusive, or might be an invasion, while for others it might be welcomed. Okay, well, it might be praised. Okay, but well done for using while. We've got a good conjunction there, comparing both sides. So that's very good. But we needed more accurate words here. Okay. However, there are pros and cons. Be careful because you've just said however, and then you're saying the same, pros and cons, which is however is another conjunction, but you've already got a conjunction there. So you're saying, while there are pros and cons, however, there are pros and cons. Can you see? So this needs to be worked on. However, there are pros and cons of international marketing, which makes it subjective for the organizations to implement. Okay, so I would just delete that because it doesn't say much. What we've said on the matter, we already said here in the earlier sentence. Okay, there are several factors which can make international market intrusive for nations, such are like language barriers, cultural differences, traditional practices. Okay, so here we've got a mini list. In the Sentence Guide course, the online course, we've got a video, a module, directly showing you how to make better lists that are parallel and basically read a lot better. They flow, which helps with your cohesion and coherence score. Also, it just makes it a lot easier to write and read. So you might want to have a look at that. Firstly, whenever a company markets their products or services worldwide, they have to consider that the idea of the product or service should reach the target people in a meaningful way. Consequently, language plays vital roles. Okay, I'm not going to check the spelling because we've got a spell checker for that. But here we've got a plural, so that's not possible. So we have to say plays vital roles. Just delete in this case because we've already said consequently language plays vital roles. We know it's this case, so that's surplus to requirement. Just delete it. Okay, and what I'm doing here is I'm reducing the amount of words. I'm still explaining the same, but I'm writing in a more succinct, concise manner. This is what the examiner's looking for. Okay, this is good academic English, and once again, this is just another module we cover on the online course, which I think would be perfect for you actually, Sonny. For example, a Japanese company wants, we can't use wants, we'd better say, for example, a Japanese company may want to market their car in a Chinese market. It is highly possible that the Chinese counterparts of the company have to equip themselves with the Chinese language and traditions. Good example here. It's not entirely correct regarding task response though, because we should be talking about international marketing. You're focusing on international trade. Okay. Also, there's the capitalization and the plurals and singular here. Okay, plural singular agreement. Big issue. It would be a shame if you lost points for that. Another important factor to be considered is the cultural differences. For example, well-known McDonald's can face a lot of issues in marketing their non-vegetarian burgers in countries like India, where the culture and tradition is that mostly all the people are vegans. Excellent. Good. This is a very good example, but we do need to improve how we've written that. Okay. Also, as you can see in my spell checker, it's saying McDonald's is spelled differently. Okay. But this is the type of example we want to include for the examiner. Another factor is your cohesion and coherence. Okay. All of this could be written a lot easier and could be conveyed a lot more effectively. And there's an easy to follow structure, and that's in the course as well, in the online course. So definitely have a look at that, and you'll be amazed how quickly it is to learn that. Alternatively, for some countries, international marketing is the key to growth of their economy. For example, China is the most famous in manufacturing electronic products at a cheaper rate. So due to their international trade and marketing, their economy is growing at a consistent rate of 7%. Okay, big generalizations. Also, we've gone off topic from international marketing and we're now talking about international trade. So be careful. You wouldn't get points regarding task response. You wouldn't get that many. Therefore, for such countries, international marketing plays a vital role in growth and development of the nations. Very good, but a lot of sweeping generalizations, okay? And well done with the example, it's good, but we do need to work on your capitalization rules as well. So it is true that language barriers and cultural traditional differences affect the nations of their organizations in the process of marketing their products and services internationally. But the benefits of international trading and selling outweighs these cons. Okay, good, but this needs to be cut up into 2 smaller sentences to make it easier to understand. Also, we would reduce the risk of making a grammatical mistake if we reduced it to and used slightly shorter sentences. But overall, this is good work, okay? It's a good summary. It just needs to be improved, the sentence structure. Also, we could edit it and improve it for redundancy, which is another skill which is really useful for boosting your score. In my view, for better economic growth and development of the countries, they should encourage their companies in international marketing. Okay, be careful. So what I would really recommend is that you research international marketing via Wikipedia. Okay, jump online. And once you get a better understanding of it, then you'll be able to determine that a sentence like that is a little bit off. It's not totally accurate, okay? So Harita Sunny, your work is really good. I think you've got space for improvement for sure, okay? What I would do is have a look at the links that I send you, have a look at the online course. I think it's suitable for you, it's appropriate. You'll get about 8 essay corrections, but I'll put on another 2 essay corrections if you get the course in the next 24 hours, okay? Because there's a bit of a space, and yeah, there's a good opportunity to start straight away.